So I had to buy this as for one of my professional shoots. I needed a buy light, and also to enhance my YouTube setup, I needed a buy light. So yeah, I had two options: just buy the COB 60D, which is just a single day light, and this one. So I just put it up the extra amount of money, waited for a month, saved it up, and went bought a 60X. This Amaran 60X also works with the Sidus Link app. Apart from this, on Amazon, I also bought the newer light diffuser. I'm going to review it later on. You can have a look at it and the entire combination. This particular video is only on the Amaran 60X unboxing. It is actually working from 2700 Kelvin to 6500 Kelvin. So that's pretty warm to pretty blue light. So we'll always be somewhere in between, not too that warm or not too that blue, but if you want it, you can actually generate that light. One of the reasons I bought an Amaran or a Godox light was because Amaran could actually go all the way to 0 or 1%, whereas the Godox I can only go up to 10%. And Godox SL60, if I'm not wrong, is a little bit of an older model. This is a little bit of a newer model, so that's the reason I went and bought this. As per the packaging that's being shown in here, we are supposed to get the light itself, and then you're going to get a reflector. I think you get an adapter for putting the NP500 or the Sony type of batteries actually above there. You're getting a light stand mount. Obviously, you're getting an AC voltage actually input above there. That's on there. Voila! It's a pretty neat packing. It's a pretty tight packing. And what you can actually see here is the light itself, the Amaran 60X, the reflector, bunch of cable, which is for the AC connection, which I'll be using now. And pretty good thing is they've actually given these Velcros with them to go ahead and actually tie the cables up. I really like this, attention to details. This is the clamp, the Amaran clamp, which actually comes up with the light. I'm not sure whether I really need this or not because of the stand that I bought from Newer, which is a stainless steel stand with spring loaded actually into it with natural air cushion. So let's see if I need to use that or not. This is the regular power supply brick along with the D-tap connection and a screwing thing so that you can easily screw this into the light interface. This is the reflector that we are having. Thank you, Amaran, for giving the fabric diffusion. That really helps out. This diffuser would actually go on top of the reflector here. It is called a Borden style reflector because of this connection, and this is where I'm using the elastic to go ahead and put softbox in, and it's nothing but reflective material inside. So this is more like a protective cap that is actually there. This is the Amaran light itself. Looks pretty interesting. So this is the famous fan on the back end. That's your DC input, 12 to 19 volts, and that's where I think your D-type connector. This would come in, and then you would actually screw it tight so that the connection doesn't come out. This is obviously the knob to go ahead and change stuff. You also have a BT reset button up here, and then we have this V battery mount up here. You have an on and off switch button. You got to press this, press back, move this way, it come on. So it's like a keyed lock, and this is the LED itself, the bi-color LED. And now, because this is Borden type, you just put this in these slots, and you would just turn it the other way around. But to turn it the other way around, this is the key. Pull it back, and that's when you can actually turn this whole thing up, fixed and tight, and it's not going to come out. It's not going to fall off. All I have to do is mount it and see how it's going to look like, what kind of a difference it's going to make in this room where I've switched off most of the lights except two lights. There is one key light of an LED falling on my face and the product itself, and then you have a key light on the back which is trying to illuminate the background. Just quickly on the power ratings, it's a 110 to 240 volts brick which is out there on the AC side, getting in 1.5 amps, and the output is 17 or basically 19 volts, 4.73 amps of DC. Yeah, pretty much consumes 89.87 watts. You can call it a 90-watt device. So obviously I'm not going to mount towards camera or anywhere else. I'm going to mount the other way around there in my room and try to see, when I switch it on, what kind of a light. Oh wow. So automatically by default the fan is on. There is no on and off button for the fan. I really like it if you ask me. And then you have a display which is actually trying to show here. Looks like it's actually at 40%. Let me reduce it down all the way to down, 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 down. So you can see the focus being lost on it because as the light goes off, the camera and the sensor are trying to adjust to it and trying to refocus actually on the light. But this is basically at 0%. This is just 1%, which is really, really soft light, you know. Behind me, you see the reddish color, which is actually out there. And as I keep increasing it, you know, the camera sensors start getting adjusted. And as a stop, I mean, they would refocus and I can show the numbers a bit better. But as I keep going, that's the magic of it. See the light, that's 21%. And my room is pretty much lit completely. If I do it in this way, it's almost like a night and day difference. See, I can show you the difference of. So that's 0, which is off, obviously. And that's 1, just 1% of light, okay? Now you try to observe this side of my face, which is completely dark at 1%. As I keep increasing the light, right? Because I'm pointing it towards my roof and my roof is prominently painted in, I think it's white, yeah, it's white colored roof. So you can see the light increasing on this side, the darkness going off. Now we are roughly at 20%. This is where 20%. Okay, now you keep seeing this. Almost there is no darkness at all here, and that's what 31%, right? There is literally one key light right in front of me falling on my face. There is one key light in the back, and that's it, you know. As I'm trying to move this up, if you can see, sorry, I have a display in front of me here. That's the reason I keep looking there to see, you know, the output of the light. And there we go. There we go. That's 43. Whole face is completely lit up. Okay. And it's a soft light, let me tell you. Okay. With just one diffuser actually on it. And now I'm increasing it to obviously 60%. That's how it looks like. I'm going to increase it to. So this is how 80% looks like. That's 90%. And that's 100%. It's almost like, you know, I'm sitting on the sun, or you know, I'm sitting in a very, very well lit room with lights from all across, hardly any shadows. Obviously, I'm focusing on the roof, and we are roughly like 2.5 3 feet from where the camera is, but we are only around 6 inches from where my mic is, roughly. So I'll be quiet for a few seconds, and if you can listen to the fan sound. And by the way, all this light is actually as 4300 Kelvin. If you guys are interested on a video of how do you basically sync the Amaran light with the app and try to set things up, please drop a comment below. I'm happy to do a video on that. So this is my unboxing and initial impressions about the Amaran 60X light. Thank you very much for watching the video till here. If you do like this video or similar type of content, go ahead and drop a like. And until I meet you on the next video, take care, stay safe, and peace.